What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Man, so you see him on the screen, Coach Bart Lundy, the Milwaukee Panthers out of the Horizon League, front of the show. Coach, good to see you again. How you doing, brother?
Good. I think I told you earlier, better than I deserve, JR. So, we're rolling up here in the cheese state.
I hear that, man. Let me ask you. Now, it's already 11:05 here. It's 95 degrees. How was it up there in Milwaukee today, man?
Oh, we're gonna have a high of 75. So we're right on the lake. Lake Michigan, and it's always about 10 degrees cooler right by the lake. If you go in 2 miles, it gets 10 degrees hotter. So it'll be 85, into the city, but right here by the lake, we're nice and cool.
I hear that, Coach. I wish I had that right there. Hey, that's our low, maybe.
Yeah. You ain't gonna hit. No, you ain't getting down to 75. No. Hot Atlanta is named that for a reason.
100%. Well, man, Coach Lundy, you're into your fourth season, man, up here with Milwaukee. A lot of success, man. Let's talk about just the growth of the program from year one to now, just how happy you are with your staff and all the people around you supporting this program to really get it going the way it's going since you've been there, man.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. We inherited a program where we had to bring in 13 new players right away, and been fortunate to win 20 games each of the first 3 years. And I've had the same staff since we got here. So that continuity you don't find a whole lot in college basketball. We feel like I've got 250 kids up in kid camp upstairs, and all our players came in this weekend. So we have them for 8 weeks, and I feel good about our team and where we're at. Obviously, the college basketball landscape's got a lot of challenges, but we're with Milwaukee's help, we're meeting them head on.
I'll ask you about camp, Coach Lundy. You made a great point because I know it's kind of tied together. I know Ben Walker was at Tennessee State, so because of basketball camp, meeting Carlos Rogers, Anthony Mason, I went to Tennessee State from a child. So talk about how important it is for your players to be around, your kids to be around your players and coaches, and how it impacts children, and to have a guy like Ben Walker on your staff as well, who came from my alma mater.
Yeah. Well, let me start off saying Ben is not only a great coach, and I don't hold the Tennessee State thing against him. I promise. No, he is not only a great coach, but just a even better human being and man and great mentor for our players. And he's a star in this profession. So I'm fortunate to come to work with Ben every day. And then, camp, there was no camp here when we got here. And so kind of taking that model from Queens, that we developed a huge camp there. And what it does, it allows these families to get to know the university, get to know our players. And what happens is that translates into them becoming a part of our family. And they come to the games, they support our guys. We do a really cool thing. So it's Thursday today. We'll do a half day on Friday. So at the end, there's an awards ceremony, but then we line our guys up, and they each have a station, and they have a QR code. So they'll sign the T-shirts and all that, and the kids will come through. But then if the kids want to buy like their jersey, or they want to buy a necklace with one of our guys' names on them or their number, we've got all that set up, and all they got to do is click the QR code, and they go to the marketplace, and our guys love it. So it's and then our guys get all those proceeds as well. So it really does it's the best outreach you can do. And for me, I love, if I had my preference, I would teach 11-year-olds every day. And obviously you don't get paid for that, but I love camp. I'm old school.
Yeah, camp is fun. Some of my best moments are basketball camp. We'll be going to Bobby Crimmins, Hubie Brown's camp. So in Atlanta, man. So I forgot how that's lucky to be around some camps I've been to. So trust and believe. I love camp, and I respect it so much. And here camp, it triggered my mind. That's why I went to school at, because of Mason and Rogers, what Frankie Allen got me to go to. It was in my head as a kid. So that's why I went. Oh
man, you're bringing up all kinds of Frankie Allen, Mason. You're going deep right now.
Yeah, that's what got me to go there. And I'm gonna tell you, it's on air, coach. Like, I know TSU has a radius, coach, of 250, right? So my house was 247 from TSU. I got the interstate rate.
227. So you walked those last 2 miles, huh?
Yeah, I barely got in that interstate rate, coach. Barely. Hey, that's how old I am, coach. 25, 86 was my tuition for 12 plus hours.
That's not age. We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
College hasn't gone up at all.
Yeah. No doubt, man. Hey, Coach Lundy, talk about this, man, supporter that you have from the administration, man, because I know you do anything on the court, but having this administration off the court to support you with resources and your guys, talk about how important it is to have that behind you and knowing that your administration really supports you and your vision for this program.
Yeah, you, especially with the challenges going on now, if you've got so seamless vision up and down the administration. I'm very fortunate. Our athletic director here, she was a former college hooper, and she gets it. And we've had to raise money. We've had to do different things with the program to get through this the NIL period when nobody knew really what was happening and how to go about it. And we meet. She's just a good friend at this point. And, we're lockstep, and, the continuity between her and me and then our staff really makes this thing go. And you can feel it through the university. And we take it very seriously that, there's no football here. So we're the front porch of this university. So a lot of great things happening here, 27,000 students. It's an access university for the city. So it's pretty easy to get into, but it's also an R1 institution. So we got the highest level of academics here as well. So I really believe in the mission of the university, and it's our job to get that out to everybody else.
And Coach, this summer with your team, are you going to do mostly like team stuff for his concept defense offensively, or you going to kind of focus on their games, a little bit of both? Because I know summertime is 8 weeks is so important for your young men to really get a jump start on the year. So when you come back in August, it's go time.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think you get a different answer from every coach you could talk to. For me, I believe two things. We'll do some team stuff. I think basic nuts and bolts of your offense, basic nuts and bolts of your defense. But for me, summertime is about, getting better individually. And so we're going to spend a lot of time on skill development, a lot of time in the weight room. I love for our guys to play pickup. Not everybody believes in that. They'll play summer league here in the city, and then we have a $12 million practice facility, and so we've tried to make that practice facility where the best runs in the city happen. So we have a list of guys. So when the NBA guys come in and they want to get a run, they know this is the spot. So I love for our guys to be able to play those high level pickup games. Marquette will come over and play. And then, you get to see, especially if you're playing against pros, these guys get to see, okay, this is where my game is. This is where I need to go, because, they all want to be at that highest level. And how do you know unless you play against those guys? So I love for our guys to play. But the summertime really for me is about making them better individually.
And also, Coach, I want to follow up with you on this, Coach Lundy, about their bodies with the weight room. Talk about always talk about the piece of nutrition as well and sleep, because their recovery, their prehab and rehab is so important, because you all play a long year from November 3rd, hopefully through March. You want to not peak too early and also run out of gas. You want to be healthy the whole year. Talk about how now these miles now, the weight room, the track, the eating right, the sleep habits, and the recovery pieces to make sure you're healthy when the Final tournament comes in March.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because that was my message to the team. So we had our first team meeting on Sunday, and staff meeting before that, and to the staff and then to the team, my message was, we can't win a game in June. You can't win any games in June, but you can sure lose them. So, teaching them and building those good habits, in fact, those guys we fed them breakfast this morning, and in our group chat, the strength coach just had those guys, all right, y'all want, at 11 a.m., we're going to bring you a sandwich. Do you want turkey, cheese, and mustard or mayo, or you want ham, cheese, mustard or mayo? What do you want? And we'll deliver them a sandwich, then they'll eat lunch. So we're trying to teach them, to take care of their bodies and how to fuel. We'll have nutritionists come and talk to them. We have an in-house nutritionist that deals with them daily. So right now is the education piece. We'll have them in the weight room 4 days a week, and I'm going to try not to run their wheels off of them. And then, JR, there's only so many words they're going to listen to me throughout the season, and I don't really want to waste a lot of those in June and July.
100%.
So now is about camaraderie and getting to know each other and building these good habits. And then sleep, we'll bring a sleep specialist in and talk to them about how to recover. Our trainer has rolled his sleeves up, and we're rolling with prehab and rehab. So, all that's happening right now.
And Coach, man, I looked at your roster, man. You got a lot of guys who are switchable, like guys you can interchange those parts, and talk about that piece of when you building your roster, having guys you can switch 1 through 5, being interchangeable, but not playing positions basketball per se, not having to lock you into whether you 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You're just a basketball player. I think you've done a good job of having that variance on your roster. Talk about you and your staff going out and attacking that and make that happen.
Yeah. We know how we want to play. We pick up 94 feet defensively. So if you can't move your feet, it's hard to play here. So a lot of those guys, we're very athletic. We led the country in fast break points in all of Division I last year. So we get up and down. So we want guys that not only can switch and guard full court at every position, but also can take the ball off the backboard and push it themselves. And we fill. So it's a fun way to play, but we definitely recruit to that style, and we're fast and athletic, but I think even more than that, like during this period of NIL, we have really tried to hone in on character. So I love our group. I love our group right now. Not only are they good players, but great guys, and really you can already tell the vibe is right up in that gym.
No doubt, Coach. And I'm gonna ask you about that too. It's kind of like speed they almost, man. Like you have to kind of get in that portal, give them about a week or so to figure out if a guy's really about the team or is it more or a me person. So talk about that piece when that vetting process would have been so quick now. You used to recruit guys for a year or so. Now it's like a few days.
I know.
On a guy.
I know. And really it's kind of like that old John Wooden thing. We want to be quick but not hurry, right? So I tell our staff all the time is, portal guy comes open, we have this system where we want to contact them right away, but then if they're in a huge hurry, this might not be the place because we're going to do our background on them, make sure that they fit what we're trying to do. I always want to talk to the coach that has coached them before. Sometimes the assistants don't want me to do that. Like, let's get rolling. Like, no, I'm going to, I think, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but the worst thing you can do when you take a transfer is take somebody else's problem. Right.
Yes.
And you can do that if you go too fast. So, speed is important, but also, fit. And, we try to be in every pool too, the high school pool, prep schools, JUCO, the portal, and now, international is becoming more and more with the NIL more and more prevalent in our college game. So trying to get the best fits out of all those pools, really important. So we go fast and we pull back, and we go fast and we pull back, and I try to frustrate my staff as much as possible.
That's the one way you can do it, brother.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I got two more for you, Coach. Now, what you went in so much of this as you've won, man, people don't want to play you. So our scheduling been going for you, Coach.
Yeah, scheduling is difficult. I think as it's gone along here, the schedule has gotten more and more difficult. It's funny because our league has these scheduling guidelines, so they want the better teams to have a harder schedule, so you get a higher seed if you win, and you go to the NCAA tournament. So I'm going back and forth with them because they put us in a tier 1, the highest tier, so the hardest schedule, that we can have is what they're demanding us to do, and I'm going. We don't even have a team at this point. We do now, but back then when they were making these tiers and they're going, well, historic data tells us that you're going to be pretty good. I'm like, well, I'd like to get a point guard first before you tell me how good I'm going to be. So it's flattering to have people have expectations, but the scheduling has gotten difficult. So, I got a guy that does a great job for us, but he's got a tough job.
100%. Last one halfway, Coach. I see a young man on your roster from Georgia, Seth Hubbard. Tell me about that young man and what you expect from him this year.
I think Seth is going to explode. He's a guy that was in the portal. He's a 1,000-point scorer in the MAC. He has the right mentality. So we have Seth for his final year, and I just had an hour conversation about this with him yesterday, and he wants to bring everybody along. He understands. We have to win for him to individually get where he needs to go. He understands that it's not just ball, but it's the relationships that get you ahead in life. So he comes from a basketball family. Dad is runs one of the biggest AAU programs on the women's side there in Atlanta. And then we also have Josh Dixon, who's at Milton. So got two Georgia guys here up in that gym, and both are hoopers. So. I love the South. I don't know if it's North Carolina, hoop state, but Georgia's got hoopers for sure.
Hey, I love North Carolina. Like I said, your former assistant Terry Grant knows I love coming to Charlotte all the time. So I love Charlotte. Yeah. So he knows I love coming to I-85 hang out, uptown Charlotte and see them Hornet games too, man.
Yeah, nothing like uptown. You know what you're talking about. You don't call it downtown.
Yeah, 100%. I know, buddy. Hey, Coach Lundy, it's good to chat with you again. Hopefully I'll see you on the road. I'll be at Lake Point in Peach Jam. Hopefully I'll see you doing a live period here coming up in a few days there, man.
Yeah, I know. It's coming fast. Hit me up. We'll get together.
All right, buddy. See you soon, brother.
All right. Take care.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z. Sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews. You name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, good people? Bet Online is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. Bet Online continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.